Okay, and then in what areas I can install these lifting hooks in this my Toyota Corolla 12V VTI engine, and then there is really situation that in this Toyota Corolla car we can purchase these lifting hooks, and they are specific hooks what we can purchase in Toyota dealership center. But then there is also option that if we have this lifting equipment like I have in here, that we can install the specific hook in that this right areas, this engine mounting. This is in here. There is this drive belt in that way, and I have installed this my metallic plate. There is one bolt what belongs to this engine mounting, and this is in that position, and then we go to look next position. Okay, and then we have next position. It is in here in that area, and we can go to look that next closer that part. Okay, and here is then this my bolt, and this is this lift equipment part. And now I open this my nut, and idea is that when we start to install, there are some holes in here in this Toyota's engine body in here, and then we need some extra bolt what goes through in that areas, and then I install this my bolt, and there is this target area, and here is this my bolt, and I install that in this way, and then this my hook in here, and then I rotate this my nut in this way, and then nut is in this position in here, and then this my hook is like ready for lift up. And now when this hook is in here, I can test that is this my system ready for lift, and it looks good. And now I have two of those lifting points, and the second one was in this engine mounting, and then second one in here. And next I can connect this my hookings in this my hoist. And let's continue. Okay, and now I take this my hook in here in that way, and then I move a little bit that hook, and now I connect this in here. This is critical. And now I test that is everything ready for lifting, and these parts is good to install in here like a little bit away. And now engine is well in position, and then I can start to use this hoist. And there is then this my hoist, and there is this hoist lifting equipment and that area, and I first check that it is closed, and then I start to lift. And now when I start to pump that, this my hydraulic cylinder in here, this part, this moves up in that way, look. Okay, and at the same time when it moves up, this my hoist is moving also up, look. Excellent. Okay, and then we can look at how this engine comes up from this ground. Okay, and this is so easy. Okay, good. And then okay, and then then I need to do so that when there is this my car's engine bay, I have to lift that engine at least in that level where is this my bonnet level. And then I can move this my engine so that there is then this my area, and I only start to move that so that I take my hands in here, and then this my gears are moving, and in the same time when I move that, this my engine moves nicely in that way. Okay, good. And, and now I am doing so that I have to move this my engine in a little bit in that area in this engine bay, and it takes a little bit time, and soon we continue. Okay, and now my engine is in that position, and then I noticed that I have to little bit lift up this my engine more up. More up in here. Okay, and then I can move that little bit in here. Okay, engine is coming, and a little bit more lifting up. Okay, good. Now it looks good, and then I drive this my engine in there, and looks good, and then I move that my system a little bit more forward. Okay, and now I am moving that my engine in this engine bay area. Okay, looks good. Okay, good. Okay, and now engine is quite nicely, and then look, this hook is giving it quite high, and then we can go to look closer in the engine bay. Okay, and now when engine is in that position, I have to rotate that in right position, because there is this my flywheel, and flywheel belongs in that area. And now I start to lift down this my engine, and I have this my tool, and let's go to look at how I then close down this my engine next. Okay, and then when I am lifting down this my engine, I need that specific type of head, what is in here, that type, and it fits in directly in that position. And let's look that closer. And there is really this position where I insert that my tool, and then I have to little bit move that and open this valve in that area very carefully, very small amount in that way. And then when I move that very little, we can see right away that this my engine in here, look, this my engine start to drop down, that one. And now I go to little bit move that, and then engine drop downs. Okay, now we can see that when I open that, we can same time look this my engine in here, that one, and how it goes down. And now I little bit open that, and same time I have to control that this my engine, that it don't no any contact in body. And let's look. Okay, now engine is going down, and then we have to especially look these contact areas next. Okay, and then when I am lifting down this engine, I have to be really carefully that this engine, that it don't take contact to this engine, any of this engine body parts. And now I rotate that in right position in this way, and then I start to lift down. There is this my tool, and I little bit move that down in that way, and same time I have to be very carefully Okay, now it's there, and then I had to also check that there is no any contact between that my gearbox and then any of these cables, and that's I had to little bit move this my engine in reverse, and then I can continue my job that this engine goes down, and very carefully I lift it down, and then I stop. Then I stop this my job. Okay, good. Everything looks good. Then I can lift down it again. Good. And then I check again that is everything okay. And in the same time, when I am looking that area, I have to control in that side that there is no any contacts in between these bolts and any of these cables, and everything looks nice. And then I can lift down it again a little bit. Okay, and now I notice that there is now some contact in here. Look, there are some contacts in these cables, and this is not good. I have to immediately check that there's no any contacts, because these cables can go broken really easily. Now I lift it. Okay, good, and then I can continue that lifting down carefully. In that way, and then I can move this my engine a little bit back in this way. A little bit back. I can also a little bit rotate that, and then I check that there is no any cable contacts, and I move that my engine even a little bit more in that position. Good. Looks good. Okay. And then I can lift down this my engine more. Good. And then I check that is there some cables in bad process. Okay, good. Okay, and in that way, when I am almost ready, and as soon this engine is in this down area in here, and then we can look closer what is my next step.